Emmanuel Macron has become the first French president to recognise that crimes were committed when French police brutally dispersed Algerian protesters in Paris 60 years ago at the cost of dozens of lives. He joined a commemoration at a bridge over the River Seine, the starting point in 1961 for a march against a night curfew imposed only on Algerians. The British-Iranian aid worker Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe has lost an appeal against her second jail sentence in Iran. Foreign Secretary Liz Truss has described the decision as an appalling continuation of the cruel ordeal she's going through. Mrs. Zaghari-Ratcliffe was convicted in April of involvement in propaganda activity, which she denies. Her family say there was no court hearing, and now they're concerned she may be sent back from parole to prison. French leaders have been honouring the teacher Samuel Paty a year to the day after a radical Islamist beheaded him for showing his class cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad. The Chechen teenager who killed him was reacting to a social media campaign whipped up by some parents. Mr. Paty's violent death stunned France's educators, who saw it as an attack on the country's core values. The former US President Bill Clinton will reportedly stay another night in hospital in California, where he's being treated for an infection. But his spokesman expects the 75-year-old to be discharged on Sunday. And New Zealand says it's administered a record number of coronavirus jabs in a so-called vaxathon. Nearly 130,000 people got their shots at more than 780 sites across the country. The United Nations has withdrawn its invitation to the former British Health Secretary Matt Hancock to take up an unpaid role helping Africa's economies recover from COVID-19. It's understood a decision was taken at senior levels within the UN to rescind the offer after questions were raised about the former cabinet minister's suitability for the role.